Study shows 14% of drivers have brought e-toll tag, and specialists assessing organs of Eastern Cape's conjoined twins. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. A study on the attitudes of the public towards e-tolling plans shows that only 14% of Gauteng drivers have bought or intend to buy an e-toll tag. The research was conducted by Ipsos prior to the interdict against the e-tolling as passed in early May this year. It says 66% of the respondents have not or will not buy an e-toll tag, and 72% disagree with the entire concept. In a poll conducted by Senovate last year, 69% of Gauteng drivers agreed that they would pay the e-toll fees and supported the concept if the fee was significantly reduced. Specialists are assessing the organs of conjoined twins at the Red Cross Children's Hospital in Cape Town after their arrival from the Eastern Cape yesterday. The girls are joined at the upper abdomen and chest. They were born at the Dr. Madi Zompetla Hospital in Tolu earlier this week. Western Cape Health spokesperson Pfizer Stein says the examination is complex and doctors are looking at the possibility of separating the pair.
Our doctors and clinicians are only starting with the process of understanding the anatomy of the twins. This process will continue as rapidly as possible today. In that context, we will try to communicate, or our doctors will try to communicate with both parents today and let them know what is happening.
Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus says global economic developments pose a risk to the bank's expectations for economic growth this year, while the weaker rand could fuel inflation. Marcus was speaking at the Congress of the National Union of Metal Workers in Durban last night. Morafe Tabane reports.
The central bank is concerned about weak output in the key manufacturing sector, which accounts for about 15% of the country's GDP. The bank sees economic expansion of 2.9% in 2012 compared to previous expectations of 3%. This is slightly higher than the National Treasury's prediction of 2.7% growth this year. Meanwhile, the country's unemployment rate has remained stubbornly high at the 25% mark, and unions have accused the central bank and finance minister Pravin Gordhan of not doing enough to help the situation. Morafe Tabane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
And government says it will always be available to rescue Eskom if the utility does not have enough funds to pay independent power producers for the electricity bought from the IPPs. As part of government's integrated resource plan to expand electricity supply in the country, Eskom can buy energy from the IPPs to add to its production. The Energy Department's Director of Electricity Supply at Audit addressed the Energy Portfolio Committee in Parliament.
This what we refer to as government framework support agreement is required by the IPP, and for example it will come into effect wherein the buyer, being Eskom, for whatever reasons fails to pay the IPP. Government will then step in through that support framework, will step in and pay